Welcome back, guys, to part 3 of our wedding cake project. I want to make a crumb coat for the cake, but it's going to be softer than the one we used for filling the gaps. So I'll add extra buttercream to my cake crumbs. So basically, crumb coat is like rubbing foundation doing your makeup. It seals in everything nicely before you put the final buttercream that holds your fondant in place. So this is a little thick, so I'm going to add more buttercream to it so that it can be of a spreadable consistency. So I think I'm okay with this. And I use my bent spatula. So you just spread it nicely to seal in everything. Not too much, just to seal it in. So that when you cover with your fondant, it will be very smooth. So that's how it does go round until I go around the whole cake. So I'm done with my first crumb coats and leveling of all the cakes, and I want to start covering in fondant. So these are the things I'm going to be using: 2 smoothers, my candle rolling pin, my sharp knife, and then my tape. So before I start rolling my fondant, I'm going to measure the circumference of my cake. So this is about 21, and then the height, this is about 6 inches approximately. So that will guide me on how to roll out my fondant before I start covering my cake. I need to soften my fondant before I start rolling it out. By the way, I'm using CBT fondant. It's already made. can see that I didn't even put anything on my table. The fondant is really nice. CBT fondant is already made. So I'm going to use a little corn flour, very little. So I've softened my fondant a bit and I'm going to roll it. My height is, I'm supposed to work with a height of 6 inches and 21 inches length. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll it out. So I don't want my fondant to be too thick, and I also don't want it to be too light, and I want it to be the perfect height. So as I walk, I'm going to check it. Okay, I have up to 6 inches here, and that's the height of my cake. Then I'll check the length, and yes, I have more than 21 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing the final crumb coat before I cover my cake with the fondant. So I'm going to do a final crumb coat with my softened buttercream before I put my fondant on my cake. So try to do this as neatly as possible so that you have a smooth surface to put your fondant on. Note that I rolled out my fondant before I started doing this on purpose. I want my fondant to firm up a bit so that I can get my sharp edges very easily without any issues. Also note that I did not crumb coat the top of my cakes earlier on because I don't want to affect the levelness of the cakes. So now that I'm about to apply the fondant, I'll put the buttercream so that I can secure my fondant in place. Also, I don't want too much buttercream, I just want enough. This now is like cement between my blocks. Remember we applied the foundation earlier. This one is now the concealer. So I'm okay with this. I'll just clean up my bowl and then put my fondant. So I've finished with compoting my cake. So I'm going to flip this fondant the other way.